Idol's a little rough and neutral. I ain't gonna be in neutral.
What I love about G.I. Joe's 3D is that it is an artistic tool to be used in the movie. You know, it actually has a lot of storytelling elements. It's literally like repainting your movie because it affects the whole experience. So we had a great time converting G.I. Joe. Action! We actually shot on film, so we got the texture, we had to feel the grain, and when we took it 3D, we literally have to take every frame and cut it out. We have over 700 artists that are cutting out each object and separating it from each other and giving us an experience that we get to fully control.
Jinx, Snake Eyes, it is time to join the fight.
There's an extraordinary scene that we spent probably more time than any scene in the movie on, which was our ninja fight on the side of the Himalayan mountains. And it stands up against any action picture. You're thousands of feet up off the ground, so it really accentuates the experience of 3D. So that scene in particular is one that everybody's going to talk about.
There are shots where they jump off this bridge, and it's a great shot in 2D, it's awesome. But in 3D, your body literally like jolts a bit. You get that vertigo feeling. That was a surprise to me.
If you're afraid of heights, that's definitely a shot where you're going to go like, whoa.
Exactly. We made it very clear to everyone involved when we were converting in 3D, we needed to have the time and the resources to do it right.
Most importantly, is this sequence going to be kick-ass?
Of course.
Perfect.
It is very akin to an animation process or a visual effects process in that you do iterations. You can push the length of a space, or you can push together the proximity of the characters. But every time you do something, there's a counter reaction somewhere else in the frame. So any one frame might go through 20, 30, 40 iterations.
Yeah. And we sat there watching every frame of our movie, bit by bit, 24 frames
times.
per second, 100 times.
Yeah. The missiles was a really interesting thing, because as Earth got bigger and bigger in 3D, the missiles started looking smaller and smaller, you know? So then we're like, well, that's not the right thing, because hell on Earth is about to occur with these missiles. They got to have some scale. And Jon had this idea of taking the missile outside the frame, really. And so as an audience, you're sitting there, and the missile sort of goes right over your head and face. So then you really feel its sense of scale. And that's not something we could have done in 2D.
Every little thing we're discovering dictates other things, like sound. Like suddenly when you have the thing coming up from this side of your head, now sound gets an idea, like, oh, we can make that thing fly right by your ear.
What was so stunning for me was how much the technology has improved. You know, conversion got a bad name at one point in time, but it's a totally different ballgame now. The technology has gotten that good.
The 3D experience has been a really amazing experience. We're a wide world adventure that takes you from the mountains of Himalayas to Japan, Washington, D.C., to desert in Pakistan. We really wanted to engulf the audience into our world.
Down!
And with this control, dimensionalizing it, when the audience sees the movie, they'll feel that adventure. They'll feel like, wow, we just traveled around the world with G.I. Joes. G.I. Joes aren't these little things on your bedroom floor. They're bigger than life. The Rock is right in front of you. Bruce Willis is right by your side. Snake Eyes has his weaponry and he's kicking butt over there, and you're a part of it. So I think that experience is one that the fans and people who've never heard of G.I. Joe are gonna really, really love.
Drive it like you stole it.
You need a new catchphrase.